You arranged for quite the welcome for us, didn't you, Commander? Not that I mind. Gave me a chance to do some proper testing. Oh, kind of you to notice. That was my work. The name is Dworkin Glavenok. Some call me Dworkin the Mad. That don't ruffle my beard, though. You have to be a little mad in my line of research. King Balin was a contentious choice, but he's good to his allies. The king figured the least he could do was send a few mad dwarves the warden's way. I developed these particular formulations, but it's the Kunari who perfected the art. That just gets in my craw. Sullen, ashen-skinned giants shouldn't be allowed to outsmart dwarves. So, I've been conducting experiments on lyrium sand and other volatile ingredients. If you got a mind to, aye. We used up all the explosives on those darkspawn. I can make more, but I'm out of lyrium sand. Lyrium dust is all over the place, but that's too fine. Dust's good for fuses, but not the boom I'm looking for. With real lyrium sand, I can set the lads to work. I'll be careful. Careful-ish.
What happens when...
Commander, the men cleared the rubble. You'll have to see what they found for yourself. I'll do that, Commander.
Seneschal Veril has been looking for you. Please go to the throne room. Just give me a moment.
Hey, Commander, we need to talk. Dreams, you get them? This is a Grey Warden thing, huh? Why didn't anyone tell me? Can't imagine he has anything interesting to say. In my dream, I saw one of those bloated, vomit-smeared broodmothers, and it had Hespeth's face. You remember Hespeth, don't you? Bronca was there, and whispered, "It's time." And Hespeth screamed, and 1,000 darkspawn burst from her. You're telling me? And the darkspawn surrounded me and started talking, asking me if I would like lemon in my tea. And could I please teach them to read and write? And then one of them kept repeating, "Where's the baby?" And that's when I woke up. I do get other dreams about darkspawn, mostly shadows and murmuring, but nowhere scary. Thanks for listening, Commander.
This world is nothing like I thought it would be. The demons lust to cross the veil, but the rest of us scoff. We pity mortals, we do not envy them. You misunderstand. We are wrong about this world. There is beauty here, and the mortals, they are worth saving. You helped me in the Fade, and have proven yourself since. It is not right to judge all mortals the same. A friend? That is an interesting concept. I do not know how to respond to that. I wonder, may I make a request? There is something in this world you call lyrium. Might you find me an object made from it? Not to a body that is already dead, surely? I desire only the smallest bit of pure rock. The version of lyrium that mortals dream of in the Fade, it is not the same. Here it sings. The sound is something only a spirit could hear, but it summons an ache I didn't know I had. Thank you. That is most kind. This is a chest of belongings once owned by the man whose body I now inhabit. His essence lingers upon these objects like dust. I can even hear it whispering his name into the ether. In the Fade, nothing outlives the spirit that created it. Here, everything does. This world has fingerprints on top of fingerprints. Witness to beings long dead. How does one describe a sensation? I have no words for it. The man who owned these things was a Grey Warden like yourself, yes? We intend to avenge him? Yet I must. His presence lingers within me, and I must honor it. But there is nothing that can be done just yet, is there? A world so full of beauty that beauty goes overlooked. I must see it with different eyes.
All rise. The Warden Commander and Liege Lord of all Amaranthine enters.
I've held it off as long as I could, but you hold the right of high justice on your land. Certain matters of court must be decided.
By custom, the claimants make their case to you. I'll advise you after, then you rule. The Seneschal of the Vigil can hold court as well, if the Arl commands it.
There is a matter with Sir Temmerley that simply couldn't wait.
Be seated. The Warden Commander will first hear the matter of the Crown against the sheepherder Alec.
On behalf of the Crown, I submit that Alec stole 2 bushels of grain bound for the garrison in Amaranthine. When confronted by soldiers, he confessed. The punishment for theft from the Crown is death by hanging.
What say you, Alec?
My sheep were slaughtered by the Darkspawn. My family was starving. I asked for mercy. Commander, mercy.
The poor bugger. Had he stolen from anyone besides the Crown, he'd escape with a flogging.
Thank you. Thank you.
The next matter is of a civil nature. Lady Liza Pacton is the Sovereign of Terns Down. She...
I prefer to speak for myself. The old Earl Rendon Howe made certain promises to me. Some of these he committed to paper. I was given the right to the incomes of the Southern Bridge.
And what part did you take in Howe's conspiracies, Liza? To get such a fruitful prize? I am Sir Darren, and it is my land she seeks. Taken from me because I was one of the few nobles who stood against Tern Logain.
Commander, Sir Darren is an ally, and Amaranthine has precious few who support you wholeheartedly.
If there's any hope of persuading more nobles to your cause, you must be fair-minded.
My father built that bridge. But, very well. I place my trust in you.
The Commander has spoken. The matter is resolved. Bring in Sir Temmerley the Ox.
Sir Temmerley stands accused of a murder most foul. You and your men came upon Sir Tamra in the dead of night and did cravenly ambush her. You dare too much, Captain Garavel. I am noble-born and will not submit to your accusations. You are accused of murder, sir. My soldiers found you fleeing while Sir Tamra's blood was still hot. There's a great deal of traffic on the roads, not all of it human. And it's so dangerous at night. We were merely in a hurry to reach a nice, safe place. You mock this court with your denials. You have nothing, Captain. Release me, Commander. It's this common lout's word against mine.
You will recall Sir Tamra as the knight who warned us against the conspiracy. Sir Temmerley was a confederate of Arl Howe. If he's innocent, I'm the Empress of Orlais. But it's possible, I suppose. There'd be some outrage. There's no love for the Ox, but he's a noble, with such scant evidence. But you are within your rights to execute him. I fear you're correct. Only some blood on their clothes, a sadly common sight on travelers these days. Besides that, nothing. The captain looked into the matter thoroughly. What is your will?
But... you can't.
Oh, but the Commander very much can. This session of the Arling's court is over.
And Maker help me. I hope the next one is easier than this.
May I be of service? Of course.
Yes.
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 Commander, the men cleared the rubble. You'll have to see what they found for yourself. Here we are. Look at her.
I knew it led to the deep roads. I could smell it.
It looks safe enough to climb down. Find a way to stop the Darkspawn from coming back this way. Good luck.
I understand that you struggle against your oppression, Mage.
I avoid my oppression. That's not quite the same thing, is it?
Why do you not strike a blow against your oppressors? Ensure they can do this to no one else.
Because it sounds difficult?
Apathy is a weakness.
So is death. I'm just saying. Who's next?
It is begun. As you say. Very well.
Ancestors favor us indeed. This is a dwarven barrier door. Before old Calharol fell, she nearly had it complete. Only the mechanism needs work. If they'd only had a bit more time to finish, Orzammar wouldn't be all alone. If the stone wills it, you give a brother hope, Commander. Won't take me long to fix up the mechanism. Poor sods were nearly done. This is proper dwarven engineering. You stand back now. Should buy us a few years. A decade if we're lucky.
That'll give us time to devise a more permanent solution. Of course.
As you say.
Are you ready? Of course.
Are you saying that you could become a demon, Justice?
I said no such thing.
You said that demons were spirits perverted by their desires.
I have no such desires.
You must have some desires.
I have none. Desist your questions.
Oh, you're back to visit old Dworkin? Wonderful. We can start making more explosives.
Warden, before you let my brother blow himself to little bitsies, tell him to be careful.
Don't listen to Voldrick. I know what I'm about.
And how many apprentices have you lost? 3? No, 4?
We'll know the risks. If we succeed, our names will go down in history. Fine. We'll be safe. Happy now, Voldrick? Thanks for your help. Please, take these. Use them to give those beasties a what for.
I shall...
We need to switch bodies, Justice.
I did not wish to possess this body. Why would I switch to another?
You might need to.
Unless you wish to look even more obviously like a corpse.
I would prefer not to think of it.
I shall do it. Shall be done.
I believe you have a responsibility to your fellow mages.
That bit of self-righteousness is directed at me.
You have seen oppression and are now free. You must act to free those who remain oppressed.
Or I could mind my business in case the Chantry comes knocking.
But this is not right. You have an obligation.
Yes, well, welcome to the world, Spirit.
Commander, the soldiers are doing their best to defend the farmlands. It's a lot of ground to cover, though. Master Wade has been at the forge night and day. New arms will make our soldiers much more effective, sir. The Darkspawn are attacking some of the outlying settlements in large groups. The common folk are getting scared, Commander. My predecessor, Captain Rullans, and much of the senior staff were inside the keep proper at the time. How they met their fates is unknown. All we know is Darkspawn swarmed the keep. Barely any, truth be told, and none of the wardens. But there are many soldiers still out patrolling the roads between here and Amaranthine. We can recover from this. Good day, Commander.
father took over the Earl of Denerim's palace, he moved his bedroom next to the dungeon.
What are you talking about?
Sounds like someone liked to nip down for a bit of torture before bedtime.
Delilah did say that father had begun indulging his darker side.
Hey, everyone needs daddy issues. Just trying to help.
I fell down a flight of stairs once. They looked much like this particular set of stairs.
As you say.
I'm just going to assume that something died in your mouth.
Funny story. Dwarf attacks mage, dwarf wins.
Yeah, I noticed how you pissed in your armor in that last fight. Well done.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Stand a chance!